Greetings, dear viewers, ladies and gentlemen. We apologize for not being on time. This is Addis News Hour with the Nizam Shifarao. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, the Office of Prosperity Party announces that it is determined to ensure loyalty, sovereignty, and prosperity of Ethiopia, paying the ultimate cost it requires. Under the leadership of the Prosperity Party so far, the unity and territorial integrity as well as the sovereignty of the country and its people were maintained through strong political and military leadership provided by the party, it said. With regard to the reforms on regional special forces being implemented simultaneously on all regions, the Prosperity Party said some bandits are trying to twist the move to destructive scenario with their hidden agenda injected from behind. Therefore, it is necessary to understand that the decision takes into consideration in accordance with the needs of the people, and the Constitution. As it indicates, the move is constructive and beneficial to all who are really desirous to see Ethiopia prevailing in its aspired prosperity and dignity. It has been underlined that it is important to ignore false and destructive reports regarding the reform on regions' special forces. In the statement, the Prosperity Party announced that the origin and destination of all its positions and activities is Ethiopia's existence, greatness, prosperity, and peace of its people. On this occasion, it strongly reminds some political parties and their leaders who are longing and waiting for darkness to refrain from making things worse and avoid excessive conflict. The PP is the only party in the history of the country which has appointed members of the opposition parties as ministers of federal forces as well as bureau heads of state governments. Moving on, the Council of Ministers in its 19th regular session has discussed 2 draft proclamations and passed decisions. The Federal Government Procurement and Property Administration Draft Bill is one of the agendas discussed. The bill is drafted to correct the bottlenecks encountered in the course of execution and maladministration that might be obstacle for good governance as well as to support the procurement and property system with technology. The Council of Ministers has also discussed and passed a decision on the draft bill of mineral resources development. According to the Council, a draft bill has been prepared in order to utilize the resources considering the coming generations, environmental protection, and in accordance with the ecosystem. After deliberating on the draft directive, the Council has unanimously decided the directive to be implemented right after it is published on the Nagarit newspaper. Now, the Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister of Ethiopia, Demeke Mekonnen, and his Slovenian counterpart, Tanja Fajon, held conversations on pertinent matters which bolster bilateral ties of the 2 countries. The ministers who met here in Addis Ababa also mentioned the opening of Slovenian embassy in Ethiopia in the near future. Tegastarnesa presents the story as follows.
A high-level delegation led by Minister of Foreign and European Affairs of the Republic of Slovenia, Tanja Fajon, arrived in Addis Ababa this morning for a 3-day official visit to Ethiopia. Foreign Affairs State Minister Misganu Arega warmly welcomed the Slovenian Foreign Minister upon arrival at the Addis Ababa Bole International Airport. During the visit to Ethiopia, the Slovenian high-level delegation has made candid discussion with the Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister on ways to bolster bilateral relations between the 2 countries. Ethiopian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Meles Alem briefed journalists that the discussion held between the 2 counterparts was majorly focusing on bilateral and multilateral issues.
The Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister of Slovenia, Tanja Fajon, is undertaking an official visit in Ethiopia. She has a very successful deliberations with His Excellency Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Demeke Mekonnen. The discussions among others focused on bilateral and multilateral issues of mutual interest, both sides have agreed to further revamp the historical ties that two countries have been enjoying for quite so long. As you know, Slovenia was a member of the former Yugoslavia, and Ethiopia and Yugoslavia have played a key role in establishing the non-aligned movement.
The spokesperson went on saying that Slovenia has agreed to work cooperatively with Ethiopia in multiple areas.
As we speak, the two sides have agreed. The Ethiopian Deputy Prime Minister and Her Excellency Deputy Prime Minister Fiona have agreed to cooperate on areas such as health, agriculture, water diplomacy, climate change, among others. She was received by the State Minister of Foreign Affairs of Ethiopia, Ambassador Misganu Arga. And on the course of the day, she had also very successful deliberations and discussions with the Ministry of Health of Ethiopia, Dr. Lia Atadese. We have agreed to deepen our ties on boosting and improving the health system and the insurance system of health.
Main purpose of the visit is to strengthen relations between the two countries, also in the light of imminent opening of Slovenian embassy here in the capital, Addis Ababa.
Welcome back. You're still watching Addis News Hour. Now, the South Region Peace and Security Bureau says the region is undertaking efforts to restructure the regional special forces to further stabilize the peace and security of the region. The region is also ready to support the regional special forces that will not be included with the federal and regional structures of police, it was disclosed. Kasawanchan has more on that.
South Region Peace and Security Bureau head Alamaya Badi said that the special forces of the region have been paying a high price by standing alongside the defense forces in reversing a danger of existence as a country and solving security problems that have occurred in some areas. Although there was such an immense contribution, the region is going to reorganize and restructure its forces, and some are to be integrated to the federal police and others to the Ethiopian National Defense Force.
በየክልሉ የተደራጁ ልዩ ኃይሎች
We have discussed in both the federal and regional organs on the issues of special forces organized in each regions, that is with the aim to enable these special forces capable of defending the country's sovereignty. And as it is well known, the nation has put a direction in the national level.
The Bureau head also stated that the region has started activities to reorganize the special forces in accordance with the direction set by the government.
ልዩ ኃይል አደረጃጀት ሲጀመር ህገ መንግስታዊ አይደለም
From its very beginning, the structures of the special regional forces is not in accordance with the constitution, though they are established to the peace and security stability in their regions with the fact that they have been giving good services like fighting for the sovereignty of Ethiopia with paying sacrifice.
Last week, General Abat Adessa, Deputy Chief of Staff of the Ethiopian National Defense Forces and DFSAD, the move to dissolve regional special forces was neither to disarm nor to dismantle them. However, to reorganize and to reform the forces was a matter of the Constitution, whose works has been in the making for the last 4 years. The reform undertaken by the Ethiopian National Defense Force aimed to build an army capable of dealing with changing geopolitics landscape in the Horn of Africa. It was noted that the government announced last week that it wants the special forces to be integrated into the federal army or police force in order to promote national unity.
And now in business, media institutions can play a great role to collect revenues for the nation's economy and the continuation of various development activities across the country. The Ministry of Revenues and Customs held consultative discussion with leaders of media professionals in the capital, Addis Ababa. Abtamu Ashagri takes it from here.
Ethiopia launches a national tax mobilization campaign last February 2023, aiming to increase the performance to secure more revenue from various tax items. To undertake effective tax campaign, the Ministry of Revenue and Customs Commission held consultative discussion with leaders of media institutions in Addis Ababa. Speaking on the occasion, State Minister for Revenue, Maseret Maskale, said awareness creation on tax and revenue for media leaders is critical to disseminate proper information to the public.
We're providing awareness creation activities on inland tax and revenue issues for media leaders to disseminate proper information to the general public. We're also organizing this event to increase our media professionals to understand the tax and revenue related complications. We're working to bring solutions to alleviate problems. We have a plan to train other media institution workers to increase their awareness on tax and revenue.
The State Minister underlined that her office is targeting to provide training other media workers through various programs. According to Maseret, the Ministry of Revenue is desirous that the media institutions to cascade further activities to show the importance of paying tax to the nation.
We need every media institution to hammer the importance of tax and its direct relation with government's projects to the public. To create vibrant government, we need these institutions to focus on how to increase awareness creation to the public, how to protect tax evasion acts.
Government officials, business persons, invited guests, reliable taxpayers, responsible stakeholders, among others, have participated on the discussion.
Moving on, the Oromia Coffee Farmers Cooperative Union says farmers are earning high premium from eco-friendly coffee production via reducing carbon emissions. The union also says the income helps diversifying the infrastructures to the community. Gushu Melsa reports.
Ethiopia is renowned as the origin of coffee Arabica. The country's harvesting and distributing coffee accounts 3% of the world's overall coffee bean supply. The Oromia region and southwest parts of Ethiopia are widely producing coffee. Coffee is one of export king and source of foreign exchange to Ethiopia. Oromia Coffee Farmers Cooperative Union said farmers are earning high premium from eco-friendly coffee production via reducing carbon emission.
We are selling this carbon. We get also additional income for our farmers, because when we are just getting this income, we are pay back 70% of the premium also for the farmers, around 8.5 euro per metric ton. Now it is reaching around 100 euro. This is very attractive. Even when the farmers have off-season for coffee, maybe the carbon trade is also replacing the income for the farmers. Because of this, all our farmers, they know, they understand about the importance of this carbon credit. We are implementing this project. Also, the farmers like this project.
Fairtrade Africa is one of the initiatives that promoting coffee producers to directly supply quality coffee products to buyers. Commercial Director of Fairtrade Africa said Ethiopia amassed 5.2 million euro from carbon credit.
In 2021, across Africa, the producers in Africa in coffee, they're about 536, but in Ethiopia, 536,000. But in Ethiopia, they're about 236,000. So those 500,000 or so producers earned about 5.2 million euros, which is about 330 million beer. But in Ethiopia, the 236,000 farmers earned about 200 million beer, which is about 3.1 million euros. And this premium is earned because of a direct correlation with sales. So anything sold on fair trade terms, then you earn a premium. This premium is used by the communities to address some of the social gaps and also economic gaps that they may have in their society.
The union also said the income gained from carbon selling helps to expand infrastructures to the community.
We are constructing a school. If they have no any clinic around there, we are constructing a school. If they have no library, we build a library. Depend on the problem of the community. Any problem they are considered as a problem, we will build that project.
National Coordinator of Agribusiness at International Trade Centers Macho Mokonnen for his part said Fairtrade certified coffee is receiving good return from World Coffee Market.
Fairtrade certified coffee now has good price in the world market. That means it has a good return for the producers. So it is a good initiative to encourage coffee cooperatives who are working in different regions. So it is good to sustain the quality of the coffee.
Fairtrade Africa urged coffee producers to work hard in terms of value addition and embrace diversification that can bring additional income.
The Ethiopian Investment Commission will hold an international investment forum with the objective of promoting Ethiopia's ample investment opportunities from April 26 to 28, 2023 in Addis Ababa. Promoting the wide investment opportunities of Ethiopia to the global community is the objective of Invest Ethiopia 2023 Forum. Accordingly, the forum will bring together investors, business leaders, policymakers, and entrepreneurs from around the world to explore and unlock investment opportunities in Ethiopia. The forum will also provide a platform for participants to learn about Ethiopia's business climate, investment opportunities, and government policies aimed at promoting investment and economic growth, it was disclosed. Now, the Ministry of Labor and Skills has signed an agreement with a Chinese company, Orient International Holdings, to enhance the efficiency of professionals in the textile sector and create more job opportunities in Ethiopia. The agreement is expected to help produce capable human power in the textile industry and create more job opportunities in the sector, it was disclosed. The agreement will help to expedite the ongoing efforts to realize sustainable development, job creation, and skills development in Ethiopia. The company will carry out skills development activities both in the country and abroad, noting that the company has plans to establish a training center in Ethiopia.
We used to have each other's playlists. No. Used to be each other's best friends.
It's Kawi in Burundi. I hope you're doing amazing. Right now, I'm gonna take you on a tour around Bujumbura with Rachel right here. Raquel. Oh my goodness.
Bag of all your things, the memories of when I kissed you. Remember when we used to say to each other, we belong together, me and you forever. Tell me where you been. Used to say to each other, we belong together, me and you forever. Tell me where you been, yeah, since I prayed. 'Cause everything I see still reminds me of you. Bag of all your things, the memories of when I kissed you. Remember when we used to say to each other, we belong together, me and you forever.
And finally, in our continental news coverage, we go to Uganda, where the country has seen several blockbuster films like Last King of Scotland shot in the country. Makeup artists are in demand for music videos and movie sets to create different visual scenarios and also act as appearances. And Nakazaba has organized a makeup artistry fair to bring all the talents together. Habtam Ashagri has more on that from Africa News.
Like a painter with a blank canvas, Istankaz is a model before embarking on a long shape-shifting process. Using a bandage and her numerous tools, she transforms this model's face into a realistic one-eyed man who has suffered a burn. Nakazaba is a film makeup artist in Uganda. She says she can create fake wounds, bruises, swollen face, rotten skin, anything a film producer desires.
We are very few in the country, so we hardly know each other. So with this space, with this exhibition, it is collecting all of us to be in one space so that we can connect, skill those that want to be skilled, train the youth so that we can build a very big team.
Makeup artists are in demand for music videos and movie stars to create different visual scenarios and also act as appearances, and Nakazaba has organized a makeup artistry fair to bring all the talents together.
The classes are really helping or are going to really help a lot of people. Now, like you see in the acting industry, you don't get jobs all the time. But if you're SFX makeup, it really helps. Like today you might not be on set as an actor, but you might be on set as a makeup artist, as a SFX makeup artist. So it's really helping. And for the guys out there, the youth most especially, because we know we are suffering with unemployment in the country, should really join this.
Uganda has seen several blockbuster films such as The Last King of Scotland shot in the country, but for a long time there was a lack of filmmaker parties, producers without such their services from other parts of Africa and Hollywood.
Films have been coming out, and thank God now they're looking for more African special effects makeup artists, because before they used to bring guys from the States. If they come to Africa, they just go to South Africa to look for guys there. So now at least they go to Nigeria, they come to Kenya, they come to UG, so at least we've started scattering everywhere.
Uganda's entertainment industry has seen robust growth in recent years, boosting the demand for support services such as the makeup artistry and designers.
Well, the viewers, you have been watching Addis News Hour. Now a quick recap of the top stories. Ethiopian